Okay, I am slowly getting tired of watching the Trump campaign lose cases in the court. Last Friday, the Trump campaign either lost or dropped 9 cases. Today, the campaign got all 3 cases it appeared for tossed out. One in Georgia, one in Arizona, and one in Pennsylvania. Yesterday, conspiracy theorist Sidney Powell went on a rant about widespread fraud that magically switched votes for Biden. But it looks like no one told her that the Trump campaign actually had 3 major cases in the 3 states that she and her so-called elite strike force wants to overturn the results. She and Giuliani told Americans on live TV that they have reams of evidence but don't know why they were not able to share a single page of evidence with their counterparts who appeared for cases in Georgia, Arizona, and Pennsylvania. I'm not sure about this number, but it looks like the scoreline for Trump lawsuits now reads a cool 0 to 29. This is definitely a world record. There is no other president in the history of the United States, and quite possibly the entire world, had filed that many cases in 2 weeks and lost all of them. This record will stand the test of time. I am planning to volunteer for the creation of a Wikipedia page so that future generations can read about the record number of cases Donald Trump lost in just 2 weeks. He is losing so much that we are all going to be tired of it. In Arizona, the GOP filed a suit asking for an audit of votes cast on the election day, a maneuver to stop the certification of the results. But sadly, Judge John Hanna dismissed the lawsuit and denied GOP's request for an injunction to block Maricopa County from certifying results. A terrifying prospect for Sidney Powell and her team with reams of evidence because now the county will certify the results, the GOP will most probably appeal again, and the judge will most probably toss it out again. In Pennsylvania, Trump campaign filed a suit to toss out more than 2,000 ballots on technical grounds. Judge Robert Baldi wrote that throwing out these ballots will disenfranchise voters and ordered the ballots to be counted. And the following part of the ruling is the one the Trump campaign will do its best to hide. So I am going to read it out for you. Hope you can share it with others. It must be noted that the parties specifically stipulated in their comprehensive stipulation of facts that there exists no evidence of any fraud, misconduct, or any impropriety with respect to the challenged ballots. There is nothing in the record and nothing alleged that would lead to the conclusion that any of the challenged ballots were submitted by someone not qualified or entitled to vote in this election. At no time did petitioners present evidence or argument to the contrary. Yesterday, Sidney Powell, Rudy Giuliani, and Jenna Ellis appeared before the entire world and called themselves as the elite strike force and that they have evidence to prove that fraud has happened at an unimaginable scale. But sadly, they were not able to present evidence to stop the counting of 2,000 votes in a small county in Pennsylvania. In Georgia, as a last ditch attempt to stop the Secretary of State from certifying the results, a Republican operative argued that there has been constitutional violations and fraud has happened. The judge was quite sharp in his response. He told the Republican that individual voters do not have the right to dictate how votes are cast or counted. And he is right. If that were to be allowed, then 5 million voters in a state can ask for 5 million ways to count or vote. The judge categorically denied the request, telling him that it is not for the courts to meddle with the process decided by the state. The judge tossed the case and also blocked him from appealing further. So one day, 3 cases, 3 states, and all 3 were tossed out. Yesterday in the marathon press conference, Trump campaign lawyers said Trump has won by a landslide and that a conspiracy hatched by electronic voting firm changed the results. And you know how competent lawyers working for Trump are? The Trump legal team recently filed an affidavit that was supposed to prove voter fraud in Michigan. But instead of using Michigan County data, they ended up using data from Minnesota. Ouch. I cannot enjoy all the fun, right? I have attached that affidavit from the Trump legal team right in the description. Trump supporters, enjoy and call the strike force and ask them what the heck they are doing and tell them that we are supposed to run the clock out, but the clock is running out on us. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe.